Last question, because we've got a couple more minutes, but I remember it was sort of farther back when I actually saw all the hands go up. There you are, way up there.
Hey.
We'll let both of you if you do them quick. Thanks. No, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. What is your opinion about using like ad campaigns through YouTube and Facebook just to build an audience and a following that way?
Ad campaigns through Facebook and YouTube, building a following that way.
We've found it's been very difficult for our films when there is a generic ad saying, hey, follow us. One, because the follower doesn't mean much, and two, it can become expensive, and we have a lot of trouble tracking what that engagement means to the entire life cycle of the film. We found it's much better to find other avenues, whether it's doing something offline or going to networking events like this to start the groundswell of engagement and audience and people that want to be a part of what you're doing.
And there was one other gentleman. There you go.
So, say you've just finished your product. You're an independent content creator. What would you say that it's better to immediately put it on a YouTube or a Vimeo or something like that, or is it better to try and shop it around to potential distributors? Which is the best way to go, especially when you're independent and you don't really know all those things yet?
What type of content did you create? What's the length? And
web series. Length is 14 episodes.
Total running time average of each one?
7 to 10 minutes.
Subject matter?
It's a comedy.
So a comedy, and what did he say the average total running time was?
7.
All right, my question is it boy humor?
Is it boy humor?
Yeah, what kind of comedy?
No, it's not. It's more intellectual.
Okay, intellectual comedy.
I would go to some of the pre-established channels and sites within YouTube and College Humor and Funny or Die first, and talk to the big boys that already have an audience that they can engage. And if that doesn't work, then I think it's using some of the tactics that we've all talked about in here to start, put it up on Vimeo, but then build your own groundswell of fans and support and viewers.
I'd like to ask the panel a question. What would you like to see in new media? In a perfect world, if all our technology was just immediately in front of us, like a Star Trek transporter.
People telling good stories.
Thank you.
As I said before, I agree with you. I want to be entertained. If there was any difference technically, I'd like to have everything in my living room on a projector. I would like more access to bigger films. I want to know what's going on while something's made and then after. I don't want limitations. I want to know everything that I can about a project if I care, and know nothing if I don't care. But be able to enjoy the film. I want improved quality. I don't want to have cell phone movies on my screen. I want to see highest quality over the internet. That can go on forever.
With the technology today, there isn't any reason why you can't have a high production value on a small screen. We no longer have to convert and pixelate. As long as it's 1080 or above. Russell?
An immersive experience, both on the creative side and taking advantage of the technology. That to me is what it's all about. It's something that engages you.
What I'd like to see is I'd like to see a more unified rating system, to be honest. There's so much content out there. Sometimes
Can you define unified rating system? Because we still have children that really should not be seeing some of the content. Really should not be seeing some of the content that is out there.
It's the same thing as we're saying, where at some point you're just going to sit down, all your content's going to be available, and it really won't matter who's distributing it. They'll still be available in your one standard system. There should be some type of standardized ratings for, as you're saying, even PGG.
Just above or below a certain maturity level.
That's one part of the ratings. I'm also saying quality star ratings.
Like 5 boxes of popcorn?
Rotten Tomatoes, that type of thing?
Like Rotten Tomatoes, but more consumer oriented, and of course, then you have a million people coming in there and trying to stop the ballot box.
I see you smiling, Russell. What do you have to add to this?
I think it will all be. I do see technology improving, and it has the potential to really improve the experience right across all these things that we're talking about. And I sort of link it back to what I was saying before about interactivity. That technology will enable a much closer relationship between the person that creates and the person that consumes.
So I just want to say, I love you guys. So thank you so much for being here. Russel, Bert, David P. Fein, Logan, Mulvey. Thank you so much for being here at the 4th Annual New Media Film Festival. This ends